Developments in a shooting spree in Atlanta that left 8 people dead at 3 different massage parlors. Investigators say the suspect, Robert Long, was on his way to Florida, where he may have planned to carry out more killings. As for the motive, investigators say the suspect told them his act was not racially motivated, but that he had a potential sex addiction. Investigators say Long told them that he targeted massage parlors as a way to, quote, eliminate temptation, end quote. Still, officials said they were investigating whether the deaths were racially motivated hate crimes amid concerns over a wave of attacks on Asian Americans, because 6 of those victims were Asian, 7 of them were women.